Hey everyone, welcome back to Shop Life. I want to start this video off by saying thank you so much for all of the support, all of the feedback, appreciation, everything. It's amazing. I know we just hit 45,000 subscribers not too long ago, and it really is a blessing. I mean, I'm so grateful for all of the community and for all the feedback that I receive on a daily basis. And even through this channel, the vlog channel, everything. It's just been a great journey, and without you guys, it would have been really, really hard, and I'm very, very thankful for that. With that being said, I really want to talk about something that's very, very personal. Someone asked me a question that really made me, rethink all the decisions that I've made regarding the whole shop and all the automotive industry ever since I got into it. And that question was, is it still worth it? And do you really, truly enjoy it? And I mean, honestly, I really had to think about that for a few seconds, because the main reason I even got my first shop, the main reason I got into cars was so that I can work on my own things. So I wanted to be able to, modify my car, make it the way I wanted it, and even just be able to own multiple cars. And I can honestly say that that is no longer in the picture anymore, as much as I would like it to be. Yes, granted, here and there I get to work on my car for an hour here, an hour there. At the end of the day, my car's not where I want it to be. All the projects that I own are not where they want it to be. And I don't have time to do anything else. I know I used to have school, and while I was in school, I kept telling myself, hey, once I graduate, I'll have enough time to work on my own stuff and still be able to, manage the shop. And that did not happen either. I graduated in December. It's been about 6 months almost, and I still barely ever work on my car. And this is not to whine or complain, anything like that. I'm just trying to give insight so anybody that wants to get into the field, go out on their own, they have somewhat of a reference or somewhat of a personal experience that they can go look up. And for me, I'm still very young, and I still have a lot of opportunities to do whatever I really want. And I just want to address how I'm feeling about the whole situation, and hopefully that can help out and guide someone else as far as giving them a example. So I moved out to California about almost 2 years ago, and the whole idea, it was really like a dream. I mean, I wanted to move out, enjoy the whole California lifestyle. I know the car scene is big out here. I just wanted to be able to make it. And luckily for me, I did have this whole YouTube thing going. I mean, at the time, I only had 5,000 subscribers or something. And, I've been able to grow a lot from there. And because of the whole YouTube and other social media platforms, I've been able to advertise and build up a whole client and customer base. Because when we moved out here, I mean, I didn't know anybody out here. I didn't have any clients lined up, nothing like that. We literally started from the bottom. And I mean, it's been a true blessing. I'm very grateful for everything that has happened to me and all the very nice people that I've met. So with that being said though, the question, is it worth it? So for me, yes and no. Yes in regards that I've been able to gain so many different skills, gain all this experience, meet so many different people, and be able to at least make some money to pay for my school, even pay for my day-to-day activities. And it's been great. But at the end of the day, my ultimate goal, what I really got into this whole industry for, has not been achieved, and I don't see it being achieved anytime soon. I know a lot of people say patience is a virtue and good things come to those who wait. And I mean, obviously I'm not saying that I'm going to quit working on cars or anything like that. That's not what this video is about. I'm just trying to say that, yes, I mean, I work a lot. I'm glad that I'm able to make money doing what I'm passionate about. As with anything else in life, if you don't have a goal, you really don't know what you're going towards. So the other question, do I still enjoy working on cars? Honestly, that's a very, very tough question. Yes, I love working on cars. Working on other people's cars, it's a very, I don't know how to put it into words, but it can be very stressful, and it can be rewarding at times, but sometimes it really isn't. For me, what do I like to do? I love, and I find the most rewards in being able to do swaps. Making the car the way that the customer wants it, being able to give them something that they didn't have when they walked in here. Yes, maintenance and all that is great, doing brake jobs, doing cooling systems and all that pays the bills. And I mean, I'm not saying that I neglect those jobs. That's not the case at all. I mean, every car that comes in here, every car that I touch, I treat as if it was my own. But what I'm trying to say is what really makes me happy when I'm working on cars, and what really is going to continue to motivate me. One thing I have noticed, ever since I moved out here, I've probably spent almost every day, I could probably count on my hands the number of days that I've taken off from not working. And most of those days usually revolve when I had to go back to North Carolina for a family visit or anything like that. I usually spend 12 to 14 hours at least every day working. And that's not really doing what I want to do, and that's not going towards my goal. So what I'm trying to do now is, I think I am going to start cutting back. And the whole purpose of this whole cutting back, by what I mean by cutting back, is on the amount of volume that I take in, the amount of jobs that I take in. I love to help out wherever I can, and a lot of the people that, if you message me on Instagram, ask me questions, you guys know this. I mean, I try to help out as much as I can. I want to still be able to help people out, but I still have to do something at the end of the day keeps me motivated. Because I am somewhat starting to feel a lack of motivation sometimes. I mean, sometimes I come in and I'm like, do I really want to do this today? Or would I rather be, doing something else? Something that's not been done before, something that's unique, something that will give more of a reward at the end of the day for me and even for my customer. So this is where the issue lies. California, as most of you guys know it, I am in Alhambra, right outside of Los Angeles. It is not cheap. I can pretty much tell you it's double the price in rent, gas, everything as it was back home. So it's safe to say that living out here, you gotta have a steady source of income or have a lot of money saved up. So I mean, this video is kind of like a soundboard for me right now, and same with all the feedback that I hope to get from this video. And as I'm talking, I have a lot of thoughts going through my head. And the real issue that I'm starting to see here is, do I want to do what I love and struggle financially in terms of, am I going to be able to pay the bills, or do I just suck it up, continue with what I've been doing, work these crazy hours, be able to pay the bills, and still make some money? That way I have a steady source of income at that. And I would really appreciate some feedback. I mean, if you had the choice between that, what do you think you would do? And give me a couple reasons. I mean, especially if any of you guys have been in this situation before and have some insight on it, it really would help me out, and it would help me clear my head out. And I granted, it is like 3 in the morning right now, so I am kind of on a tangent, but I really feel that being able to talk to a huge audience is a better option for me, because I get so many different types of experiences, so many people have different views on this topic, and there's always something to learn from someone else's experience. If you've followed the channel, watched a lot of my videos, even the vlog channel, you guys probably realize that I try to keep it 100% transparent. That's how I've run the shop. That's how I've run my life for the most part. What you see is really what you get. If you've visited me before, you know what you saw in the video. That's exactly how I am in real life. And I mean, this video is just so you guys get the whole full package. That way you know what comes with all of this. It's not always just fun and games. And I mean, I'm very, like I said, I can't reiterate enough. I'm very grateful for all the clients I've been able to get, all the cars I've been able to work on, and just being able to make money and actually be able to make it out here by doing this. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy by any means. And I know some people might suggest, oh, you should move back to North Carolina where it's cheaper and still be able to do what you love and hopefully be able to pay the bills. But I really feel that I do have a lot more opportunities out here. Whether that is for, taking the whole shop and everything in a different direction, or whether that is YouTube, whatever it is. I mean, there's a lot more opportunities that I have over here than I would if I was back on the East Coast. So I honestly think that as of now, I want to start setting more time apart for, you know, really focusing on things that I want to do, things that I still might want to learn, and even showing you guys some of the skills that I do have that you guys probably never even knew about. And I mean, I get this all the time. People that come into the shop, they're like, oh, you know how to do that? And I mean, a lot of people really don't get to see the full picture. I mean, there's so many things that I've learned, so many things that I've been able to, you know, teach myself from a young age as far as technology, you know, even just custom fabricating things. And I think I really want to set some time aside to really focus on being able to take my skill set to the next level, and even showing the whole YouTube community, anybody else that is really interested in what I can really, you know, what I can accomplish, and hopefully be able to teach other people at the same time. An example would be like brake jobs. I mean, there's so many, all these DIYs that I've already made on this channel. There's a lot of those out there. I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing them, but there's really, I understand, I mean, I get comments all the time like, hey, we really love your angles, you really explain it very well. And yes, I try to do that because I want to have a, you know, somewhat of a thorough explanation. That way anybody can do this at home. But I also want to show people how you can make something from scratch, how you can code your car to do things, how you can learn how to code, how you can learn the technology side, how you can learn, you know, fabricating things. And even though I might not be a professional at some of the fabrication things, I'm very fortunate to be able to learn on how to do these things. I pick up on things very quickly. At the end of the day, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be known as just a mechanic, technician. That's not the goal. I know that I have a lot more potential than that. Even before I got into cars, I mean, I knew I was always a straight A student. I mean, I knew I could have done something a lot more than that. And I want to be able to do that still, and be able to showcase it so that a lot of other people get to really see the whole experience. I mean, there's so many things out there, there's so many opportunities to do so many different things. In 5 to 10 years, I don't want to look back at my life and be like, hey, you know, you could have, you know, cut back on, you know, working that hard on stuff that's not going to give you as much of a return as far as, you know, personal satisfaction. And that's what I really want to start focusing on more and more. And I really hope that you guys stick with me on this. And it's not like I'm just quitting everything else. I'm still going to be working on other people's cars. But like I said, I'm going to start cutting back slowly. I mean, I still got to pay the bills and all that. And I'm still going to be making DIYs and stuff like that. But I also want to, you know, make different types of content. And hopefully you guys stick with me on that. And if you guys do have any personal experiences that might help me, you know, figure out what I want to do with my life, feel free to leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram. And I'm sure that it might even help a lot of other individuals, not just me. But anyways, I think I've been thinking out loud for a little too long on this video. I really hope this helps anybody out there. I look forward to seeing all the feedback. And once again, thanks for all the support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go subscribe to the vlog channel as well, Shop Life Vlogs. And even the girl behind the camera, my girlfriend, go subscribe to her channel at BMW Selena. And I will still be posting DIYs, so don't get discouraged. I will still have, you know, normal videos as well. But hopefully you guys like the new direction of the channel as well. See you guys in the next video.